Hello students, today we are going to start a new topic in life processes, that is respiration in plants and animals. In the previous video, we have already discussed what is respiration and what are the different types of respiration, that are aerobic and anaerobic respiration. You must learn the equations for aerobic and anaerobic respiration. You should know the each and every detail that I have already told you in the previous video. So let's move on to the next topic, that is respiration in plants. Respiration in plants. Like animals, plants also need energy for their growth, movement and other activities. Plants get the required energy by the process of respiration. So respiration is a process which can be seen in plants as well as animals, because both are living organisms and they all need some energy to do their activities or for their growth and movement. So the movement in plants is restricted, so amount of energy required for them is low as compared to the animals, but they need energy and energy is obtained by the process of respiration. Different parts of plants respire independently according to their need. The process of respiration occurs all the time, like in day and also in night in plants. So the process of respiration occurs at day also at night. In the other case, that is in the process of photosynthesis, the process of photosynthesis occurs only at daytime as light energy is required, which is only present in the daytime. So therefore the process of photosynthesis occurs at daytime, but the process of respiration occurs during day as well as night. So in plants, the process of respiration is not completed by any specific organ, but it is completed in roots, stems as well as in leaves. So the process of respiration in plants occur in roots also. Roots takes up oxygen in between the soil particles by the process of diffusion. In the picture you can see there are small soil particles and there is space between them which is occupied by air. These airs diffuses into the roots of the plants by the help of root hair. After reaching to the cell of the roots, it is transported to each and every cell of the plant where process of respiration takes place, where the food is burned with the help of oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. Energy is used by plants and carbon dioxide is excreted by the help of the process of diffusion only by the roots of the plant, similar as oxygen was absorbed or has been diffused with the help of root hairs. So carbon dioxide is produced in the cells during the process of respiration as a byproduct, which moves out into the soil by the process of diffusion. So the respiration in plants is also completed with the help of leaves and stems. Leaves and stems have small tiny pores called stomata. Stomata is a path by which exchange of gases takes place, like exchange of oxygen or carbon dioxide. Through these stomata, oxygen diffuses into the leaves or stems and reaches all the cells of the plant. After reaching to each and every cell, the process of respiration takes place. What is the process of respiration? In the process of respiration, with the help of oxygen, the food particles already present is burned, which produces energy, carbon dioxide and water. So the energy is used by the plant for various activities and carbon dioxide and water diffuses out as byproduct. During respiration, carbon dioxide is produced which diffuses out from the leaves through the same stomata from which oxygen had diffused. So with the help of leaves, stems and roots, process of respiration takes place in plants. Students, now we will going to study the process of respiration in animals. And in animals, we will start with amoeba. So you all know amoeba is a unicellular organism. So unicellular organisms have only single cell, means their body is very small, which lack different complex organs. So they do not have complex organs in them. They have a simple mechanism for these processes. So in amoeba, the diffusion of gases take place through the thin membrane of amoeba. Through the cell membrane, the oxygen gas diffuses inside the amoeba. Oxygen spreads quickly into the whole body as the body is very small, and then that oxygen is used for respiration. So the process of respiration produces carbon dioxide, which diffuses out through its cell membrane, similarly as oxygen diffused through the cell membrane. So you can see in the picture, respiration uses oxygen and produces carbon dioxide, as you all know that. So the cell membrane of amoeba is very thin. Through this cell membrane, the molecules of oxygen diffuses into the amoeba, and that oxygen spreads quickly into the whole body as the body is very small, and the process of respiration takes place in which oxygen breaks down food particles to produce carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide is again diffuses out through the cell membrane, similarly as oxygen diffuses into the amoeba. So that is how respiration in amoeba takes place. So the process of respiration in aquatic organisms like fish takes place with the organ called gills. Aquatic organisms like fish have special organs for breathing called gills. Fish first takes the water in mouth and then sends it to the gills, where the oxygen is absorbed, the oxygen dissolved in the water is absorbed, and the remaining water is transported out through the slits present in the gills. That you can see in the picture, that water with oxygen is taken up by the fish, then it moves to gills where oxygen is absorbed, and the remaining water is again transported back to the water body through the slits present in the gills. Blood transports absorbed oxygen to all parts of the body. So blood, it is a type of transport system. It transports oxygen to each and every part of the body, means to each and every cell where the process of respiration occurs and carbon dioxide is formed. That carbon dioxide is carried out by the help of the blood from all body parts and expelled through gills. So you can easily understand that the process of respiration in fish is completed with the help of gills, as gills helps to absorb oxygen dissolved in the water, and that oxygen with the help of blood is transported to each and every cell of the body of fish, where the process of respiration takes place, and the byproduct carbon dioxide is expelled with the help of the gills. So the process of respiration in fish is very simple, only they have the gills which functions the process of respiration. So the process of respiration in organisms like earthworm takes place with the help of the skin. Earthworm exchanges the gases through its skin. The skin of an earthworm is quite thin and moist. The earthworm absorbs the oxygen by the help of the skin, and the blood present in the skin only helps to transport the oxygen to each and every cell of the body, where it is used in the process of respiration, where the oxygen breaks down the food particles and produces energy and carbon dioxide. Energy is used by the earthworm for various purposes. And the carbon dioxide produced during respiration is carried by the blood and expelled through the skin again into the atmosphere. This is how respiration in earthworm takes place, through the skin. So in the next video, we will going to discuss about the respiration in human beings. Human beings are also a type of animal. So we will see that they have a organ called lungs which help in the process of respiration. So now that's all for today. I hope you are learning and practicing. So stay home, stay safe.